First order of business is the agenda, amending or approving the agenda. May I get a motion? Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now the fun part, the proclamation to the Girl Scouts. Get up, and I think we're gonna have you all come up to the front with me while I read the proclamation. Does that work?
I'm gonna get a better angle.
I gotta read this to all of you. Okay. In recognition of the significant role of Girl Scouts of the United States of America, whereas March 12th, 2026 marks the 114th anniversary of Girl Scouts of the United States of America, the largest and most impactful leadership program for girls in the world, with over 50 million alumni, who are trailblazers, leaders, and visionaries. Whereas July 2026, Girl Scouts will host the 58th National Council Session and the Girl Scouts Unite event, celebrating all the ways that Girl Scouts make history in Washington, D.C., a convention where more than 10,000 Scouts, alumni, and supporters will explore, create, and grow alongside fellow dreamers and doers. Are any of you going to D.C. for that? Maybe? Thinking about it? Whereas, as the members of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts of USA is part of the international sisterhood of 10 million girls in 153 countries and offers opportunities for girls to explore global citizenship and make meaningful connections worldwide. Whereas, along with its long-standing commitment to getting girls outdoors to appreciate nature, Girl Scouts has emphasized public service and civil engagement and has fostered a sense of community in girls, motivating them to take action on issues that are important to them. Whereas Girl Scout leadership experience offers girls 21st century programming during a time when girls may be affected by pandemic-related learning loss. Girl Scouts offers out-of-school learning enrichment in entrepreneurship and STEM to enable them to cultivate their talent and skills and ensure they can confidently pursue their passions to make the world a better place. The Girl Scouts Heart of New Jersey serves more than 13,000 girls by providing opportunities for learning, growth, and friendship. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Township of Raritan, County of Raritan, State of New Jersey, hereby applauds Girl Scouts of USA, Girl Scout Heart of New Jersey, for providing girls with a safe, inclusive, all-girl space where they can honor their skills and develop leadership abilities, and declares March 8th through the 14th of 2026 to be Girl Scout Week. Thank you, guys. And you want a picture?
Yeah, can I get a picture?
Yeah. Do you want to have the whole committee come in to it? We need a couple of Ready? 1, 2, 3, good. Great. concerning the agenda only. Additional time will be allotted at the end of the meeting for public comment on any issue. Motion to open for public comment.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
How you doing? Good evening. My name's Adam Bianca. First off, thanks for honoring the Girl Scouts. My daughter's a Girl Scout. She would have enjoyed that. Appreciate it. I know you can't probably address questions in this part of the public comment, but I was looking over the agenda tonight, and there's a mention of services through the Board of Health that the township may contract with the county moving forward. And I was just curious if there's going to be any list of those services or any clarification for the residents as to what those are. Are they ones that were previously given by our township and now they're being transferred to the county? Are they ones that we can't provide? And just wondering if that's going to be listed somewhere or some more information, because it just says there's a contract, says there's going to be services transferred, just some clarification on that. So if we could get something like that,
Yep.
As residents, I'd appreciate it. All right, thank
Sure.
you.
Yep. And I can comment very briefly on it too. So essentially, these are services that the county has been providing, and this is memorializing something they've been doing for years that they just didn't have written down. So it's not, I would say it's not really a change in services, and maybe our clerk could also comment on that, or Karen.
Okay. It's not a change in service. There's been some change in the county's fee schedule as opposed to ours. We're kind of, trying to equalize the fee schedule, wouldn't you say? And it's based on food vending trucks. What's the restaurant?
I think this is the fee schedule for all the different fees, not just
Yeah.
the food trucks.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's like you had said, that these are, things that the services that the county's been providing, prior to this, it's just we're doing it officially, through this, document.
At the county's request, they gave it to us.
Correct.
They want us to have it on their record.
They wanna have it.
Memorializing it, saying that yes, we are agreeing to receive these services.
Yep.
And that's through the services sharing, work that the county's been doing?
It's not through the shared services. No, this is, quite honestly, these are the things that they've always been doing for us. Sort of different licensing and different fees, food truck inspections, right, restaurant inspections. And so, as I said, they're really just memorializing something that they've always done for us and sent us a bill. Now they just have a fee schedule that is visible. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Come on up.
Hi, Susie Flato. I'm just representing the farmers market and community one. Just want to say thank you for allowing us to continue. Within the season of 2025, we had over 10,000 cars come through within the 30 weeks. We have a growing roster of 40 plus local businesses and 20 plus local nonprofit communities. So,
Glad to hear it. Thank you.
yeah,
It starts in May, right?
May 3rd in May, we're partnering with the Environmental Commission.
Yep, we'll be there.
So we'll see you.
Great, thank you. Okay, motion to close public comment?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, approval of the minutes. If there are no corrections for the regular meeting minutes and the special budget meeting minutes of February 17th, 2026, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. New business, we have the Hunterdon County 250th Parade on June 14th, 2026. You see the flyer in your packet for tonight. And I think the request is, do we want to be involved in the parade? And how to be involved in the parade? Is there a specific way we have to get back, Karen? Notifying them of the involvement?
So I believe there was a QR code they're supposed to scan to like sign up, or,
Yeah.
or I could reach out.
Scan the QR code for info and register, right? I wasn't sure if we had to list how we're going to participate in the registration.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Well, if you
It could be as simple as marching.
We should wear Uncle Sam costume and everything.
Exactly.
Things are going through my head, let me try to remember.
But I think having the historians involved would be an excellent idea.
Semi-centennial shirts, things like that.
Exactly. So I think we should register, and then Committeeman McDade will work with the historians to come up with an idea of how to participate.
Perfect.
Okay, so then I guess I need a motion for that.
I'll motion, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next is a special event, the Hunterdon Community Farmers Market. The request to hold a weekly farmers market May 3rd through December 26th, as we just heard, with food trucks. I think it's very successful and only growing, so do I have a motion?
Motion, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have another special event, Raritan Headwaters, the Stream Cleanup. This is the 36th annual Stream Cleanup event on April 18th. I think it usually rains on that event, so hopefully it does not.
Every whole year.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
From 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. There is a request for DPW to collect trash bags and a request to waive the event permit fee. I've been there several years. I know several of us have been there multiple times. I think it's a great event. It's both disappointing but also exciting to see how much trash they can collect. So do I have a motion?
Motion, second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, next is the County Open Space Fund, the Blackwell Park Invasive Species Removal. And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, Karen, this is to move funds between open space accounts to pay for the invasive species removal work that has already occurred at Blackwell Park.
Correct, it's a recommendation by the Open Space Advisory Committee to, use our county trust fund to, to be reimbursed for the project that already took place.
I don't know if everyone's yet went there and seen the work they did, a really fantastic job removing those invasive species.
Those counter repairs were invasive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The ones with the little white flowers, they've all been removed. It looks really great, and allows those native species to flourish, so. Do I have a motion?
Motion, second.
All in favor?
Right.
All right, next is ordinance 2610. This is the Recreation Advisory Committee. This is a public hearing. So I'd like to get a motion to open for the public hearing.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Seeing none, motion to close the public hearing.
Motion, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion to approve ordinance 2610.
Motion, second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Psycho?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Mr. Tu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes. And I'm really excited about this, this committee. And I think that it's going to give the public an additional voice in the recreational activities of our town. We have some really great recreational activities. I think we can make them even better. And I think having citizens involved in this committee, as well as some of our DPW members and other employees, I think they can come up with some great ideas. I think we, as a committee, are provided a lot of requests for recreational activities. This provides a body that can assess and understand all the different recreational needs and provide us a recommendation. And we can make it a more informed decision. So I think it's a good idea, and I'm looking forward to it getting off the ground. So, thank you. All right, ordinance 2611, amending the township affordable housing and development fee ordinance. This is an introduction.
57 pages worth.
It is a long, and this is a requirement from our planner, just to call out either the additional ordinance requirements related to the affordable housing. I did not think I would have as many ordinances as former Mayor King, but I'm on pace.
We're here to help.
I'm on pace. do I have a motion to introduce?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Ordinance 2612, the Farmers Market Temporary Food License Introduction. Now, I believe the clerk was talking about the food licensing for, the licensing for food trucks before. This ordinance is changing that. This is related to the county's change on food truck licenses, is that correct? And then we had to make a change to our
Right,
ordinance?
and multiple other licenses that they.
Exactly. So because they've made a change, we are now have to make some changes to our ordinance to make sure that we're not in conflict.
Correct.
Do I have a motion to introduce?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Ordinance 2613, road construction for lifestyle 80s. This is an introduction, moving the appropriation of funds in order to fund this road project, which is a significantly needed road project. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Consent agenda. All matters listed in the consent agenda are considered to be routine, will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. No separate discussion will occur on these items. However, if discussion is required or desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Anything to be removed from the consent agenda?
Sure.
So do I have a motion to adopt consent agenda resolution 26371 through 26376?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Resolution 26377, authorizing appropriations, reserve budget transfers. And as you see, these are transfers for snow removal. I'm sure you're all well aware from the reports, the significant amount of snow removal and therefore costs associated with that snow removal. And so this is an appropriate transfer of appropriations to cover snow removal operating expenses. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Resolution 26376, authorizing the emergency temporary appropriations. As you see, these are other appropriations to be made. This is the last month that we can make such budget transfers until November. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Okay, you've seen the department reports in your packet. If there's no questions, we can go to financial claims for payment. You've seen the list of bills, and it is looking for a payment in the amount of $5,590,480.44. Do I have a motion to pay this?
Motion.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cyphos?
Yes.
Mr. McDade?
Yes.
Ms. Patu?
Yes.
Mayor Perry?
Yes. Okay, liaison reports. The Board of Health met earlier this evening. There were 2 applicants for septic system replacements. That is a very common application, and both were approved. As far as the police, I do not have a report for the next month yet. I provided a report at last meeting. And stormwater utility, you did see the stormwater utility revenues for the month. The bills are out and they are being collected. that's it. I will now turn it over to Deputy Mayor Patu.
Thank you, Mayor. Had a recent planning board meeting where we heard from applicants, which are Hannah Foods and, Quack Environmental, it's, industrial. It is, the second one is an interesting company. They make like, parts that are manufactured for space shuttles, and they work with SpaceX and everything. So they're moving their business into Raritan Township, taking on a space that they're reconfiguring that Raritan County Polytech will be vacating. So we welcome them to our community. Those two plans were approved. We've got a couple upcoming that are on the planning board agenda. So it's very busy in terms of new businesses coming into the town and different other areas in town being improved upon. That is planning board. Open space, you already mentioned some of the invasive species that has been going on in terms of cleaning that up. The other thing I'll mention is that we had some tree plantings that were done along the Assacon Creek, if I said that properly. And those are actually taking on very well. So we'll be monitoring those over the next 5 years to make sure that they are, the seedlings are taking on. But we had great success over at Michael Park with some of the tree plantings, so we're pretty encouraged by that work. And there's a long list of properties that we continue to explore as an open space committee for acquisition in partnership with Green Acres, our land trust, et cetera, in the county. So continuing our aggressive plan to acquire additional open space properties and also farmland preservation as well. The last count was 21%, if we include all of the conservation easements.
Exactly.
So 21% of Raritan Township is currently permanently preserved, whether it's conservation, open space, or farmland preservation. So we are aggressively trying to increase that percentage to really balance out what we see as development within the community. And then lastly, sitting on the Environmental Commission, the stream cleanup was mentioned on April 18th in partnership with Raritan Headwaters Association, but they're also planning a series of events throughout the year. First one is going to be in May, where we do a series on bird spotting, but there's some other interesting topics throughout the season of May through October. So there'll be 6 different events, things like what's living in our streams, which young kids might be interested in doing. Another series on invasive species, and we're also exploring RTMUA water treatment plant tour. So some interesting things that people can sign up for and explore. Also a pollinator tour and seed collecting. So just really showcasing not just the work that the Environmental Commission does, which we're so thankful for in the community, but also things that members of the community can learn more about as an interest in the Environmental Commission and the work they do. That's it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Patu. Committeeman McDade.
Well, first off, our courts continue to do a great job. They're keeping our judges, courts, police in a good way, and honored or proud of the great job they do. For our historians, we've now been tasked with coming up with something for our Hunter County's semi-quincentennial parade on June 14th.
I'm expecting shirts and a float.
Guess what we got you figured out. So anyway, that should be an exciting and fun time. And 250 years, actually that's amazing. And then finally, next Monday, I have a meeting with the Agriculture Advisory Committee, one of 3 a year. So I'll have something to report on that.
Thank you, Committeeman McDade. Committeeman Cyphos.
Thank you, Mayor. RTMUA running very well, doing an excellent job. Fared very well during the storm. That's you guys come in a little bit early just because of the amount of rain that we had. Very, very proud of what they're doing. They have a buttoned up tight ship over there. Don't have anything further in numbers. We have a meeting this Thursday. OEM last night, so we talked about snows. We're transferring away from the snow. Now we're getting into the rain. So a lot of trees were down last night. We did have our DPW in, coming from the OEM, what I think Chris Phelan wants to communicate, as do I, is we're really, really proud of the coordination that we have between our fire, police, our rescue, DPW. Everybody works in concert together. We had power outages, down trees, road closures, and everybody really worked well together to ensure our public safety. So thank you to Chris, using our command center. While they didn't open the operations center, they were still here. It wasn't officially open. They were still here monitoring everything. The storm did split, so it did spare us a little bit of rain, though we did get a little bit more of wind. Chris would like to remind everybody too, stay away from downed wires. There were some in town. Don't try to drive over them, go around them, or anything else. Turn around, go the other way. Stay away from downed wires. CERT team, we had a bunch of people just graduate from our CERT team. It's something that we want people to get involved in. It's our community emergency response team. If you'd like to get involved, contact Chris, or you can reach out to me. We'll get you in touch with the right people and get you going into classes, which are generally held here. DPW, as I said, they were working throughout the night, clearing trees. We're working on pothole patches, which God knows there's a lot of those since the snows that we had that stayed around for so long. They were really beating up our roads, so we have our work cut out for us there. They're clearing drains. Park cleanup is starting, and Minebrook Park is very, very close to being complete with some of the upgrades that we've been working on there over the last 2+ years. We did get, the mayor and I got from Karen, we had a nice email from a woman over on Old Croton Road thanking the DPW for their efficient response and cleaning up the trees. I thought that was very kind. It's always nice to hear the positives from people rather than those saying things that are going wrong. Rescue, doing a great job there. We've been having a lot of meetings. Their heavy rescue truck is coming up probably on our agenda for replacement at some point. Something that we're going to have to be tasked with. I don't have any new numbers on them. I'll have those at the start of next month. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Committeeman Cypress, and yeah, the wind last night was probably some of the loudest wind I've ever heard, ever. And then I heard the chainsaws going at 8 a.m., so I knew what they were doing.
Hey, nothing says, recycling day like a windstorm.
That's right, yes. All right, Committeeman King.
Thank you, Mayor. Deputy Mayor, you did a wonderful job updating us on planning board and open space, which I serve on as well. Wildlife has not met. Our volunteer fire department attended 66 calls in the month of February. That's up 16 from year-over-year, February 2025. So there is increased calls they are attending. I'm working with the leadership team on the fire department this year. One of the things we want to make sure our residents are very much aware, as well as our business. It is a 100% volunteer organization. Not many of our residents fully appreciate or understand that. And they rely on funds from the residents to help keep, they have expenses go up year over year, particularly fire safety equipment. So whatever help they get helps them with the additional equipment that they really need to keep us all safe. So I'm going to work with them to help make sure we can get that word out across our community.
And I know they're thinking about different and maybe new fundraising ideas that they're looking at.
That's correct. And that is it for me.
Thank you, Committeeman King. It is now time for public comment, and this is public comment on any issue. Does not have to be agenda related, but it does have to be limited to 3 minutes per person. So, motion to open for public comment.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion to close public comment?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, you see the list of some upcoming meetings, including some topics for our next meeting. And we have nothing left on the executive session, so motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn 7:32. Thank you. That's public first.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
I was like, hi, you can write out your
Yeah. Just an FYI, we also have a well test